When we look at the brain model, as it relates to any business, you're serving a guest, and the associate serving the guest are in conflict with how they feel. Are they coming in with a apprehension? I'm going to a new car dealership. Boy, they're never really up front. Are they walking in a positive state? I bought from this company before. They always treat me well. They know me by name. And then the 5% of the brain model that is the imagination is going to go up into the universe and connect to negative or positive that will make it a clumsy interaction or a very smooth and harmonious interaction. So the brain model is something that has to be managed in anything we do in our lives, and certainly marketing ourselves or marketing the product that we represent. It's huge. So just understanding that people walk in and 80% of their stuffing is seeded with beliefs that may or may not be accurate, but they believe that. And then 15% feeds that seeding, and 5% is the imagination where all the action takes place. And we as leaders got to manage both heads, the guest and the associate. And as a young general manager of a Ford store in the Rocky Mountain States, I worked really hard at creating an experience in the sales journey to have it like a fine dining experience. Why not? Why couldn't it be that way? Just like what I had learned at the Marriott Corporation, whether it was a hotel, whether it was Roy Rogers Family Restaurants, whether it was Bob Big Boy, or whether it was Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor Restaurant. It was a theme. So I got that theme very quickly at the Ford store that I was responsible to lead. And I had my office right next to the F&I office. And when they got done and went into the F&I office, I'm listening, and I heard a complete destroying the culture that we had just gone through. And for the first time, I heard this term, the box. Well, what's the box? That's where people go to lose the experience we just gave them. Immediately, I determined that I hadn't gone deep enough, that the variable operations, the experience, the box is a term that no one can use. That absolutely seeds the subconscious that this experience is not going to be a good experience for the guests going in. I even heard the term, we're going to put them on the ceiling and then scrape them off. Who would talk like that? It's our responsibility at the Live Ready Institute is how is it that we reseed that every position, every experience that a guest goes through can be a themed, absolutely fun experience, and certainly finance and insurance can. And that's where we pivoted at the dealership I was at, and I had a meeting with our F&I and said, that cannot happen. You're not going to bring somebody into F&I and say, do you want a variable payment or a fixed payment? Then they would say yes or no, and then they start over again, yes or no, and then they start over again, adding one product after another product after another product, until the guest had to say no in a strong way, almost to a hell no. That's not a good experience. And I remember what we had done at Marriott, at Roy Rogers Family Restaurant, where there was a language barrier. A lot of our servers behind the counter, English wasn't their first language, and if you sold a roast beef sandwich and nothing else, we lost money on that transaction. We had to have 3.5 items per ticket, and that's where we had verbiage to upsell. Well, they couldn't do that, and we saw our profits plummet, and we created the menu. And we were looking, I'll never forget, Parade Magazine, and there was a roast beef sandwich, and there was a Coca-Cola, there was a apple turnover, and French fries. 4 items. And so why not do the same thing that we did in hospitality with menus, combination 1, combination 2, combination 3, and create the menu. So in the early part, I think the second year, we created the menu that could go through and just show our clients that had just purchased a car the things that are available to them at the time that a new car is purchased, and display them in 4 choices, one being 4 items, 3 items, 2 items, and 1 item, and let them choose what they felt they needed. And you don't have to create the fear to create a need. Most people in America, unfortunately, do not have a big bank account, a big savings account. So they do need to have the protection of not having an interruption in their budget during the month. So just present it, the benefits, and let people choose. And the experience becomes the same as selling the vehicle, and it's in a harmonious way, and those people come back again and again, and they'll talk to their friends. And that's what we believe and do at the Live Ready Institute.